Let's shift gears a little bit. Well, no pun intended, actually. Okay, so we're going from heavy-duty United States policy and legal decisions to Canadian strikes. Well, it's kind of about legislation that's going on as well, but there still hasn't been a single word from the federal government, either in support or in condemnation. Sure, you've had the Liberal Party supporting heads of the truckers' unions come out and say, oh, it's the bad thing, but what about Justin Trudeau? He's got all of those truckers from all across the country coming down and descending on Ottawa, and he hasn't said a goddamn thing about it. He's, as of yesterday, okay, he keeps his lips sealed on the trucker convoy set for Parliament Hill. The Council's office and the Prime Minister's office both would not comment on the Truckers for Freedom convoy or what security measures, if any, would be put in place upon the arrival of the convoy. Similar convoy in 2019, called the United We Roll, promoted the Privy Council office to clear rooftops overlooking Parliament Hill and distribute staff emails claiming the truckers wanted to arrest Justin Trudeau. Sure. Okay, cool. More propaganda. So you'd imagine just, because I think it's a few thousand trucks strong rolling so far. I think that they'd be making some kind of statement on this. Scaffolding, crane, and above-ground access is not permitted, read one staff memo in 2019. Our law enforcement partners encourage everyone to be vigilant and to be aware of these dastardly hillbillies rolling in their 18-wheelers. According to those documents, officials feared as many as 400 trucks and 25,000 protesters would meet at Parliament Hill. Why would you let so many plebes just show up at our front door? It's so scary. With media portraying the group as being filled with racists, which they're going to be doing again. Okay, at least some of this will continue through. In the end, only 170 trucks arrived. Outlets such as Vice, which is now just gone to the wind, said that the group was plagued by racist messages. Of course they did. And then condemned then Conservative leader Andrew Scheer of embracing the group. I never thought that I'd long for the days of creepy smile Andrew Scheer, but we're here. But as you can see, a message of support back during that initial, much smaller protest that's going on. The United We Roll convoy is a testament to the importance of Canada's energy sector and the crisis it's facing. Canadian energy workers deserve a government that supports the industry and champions it worldwide. Conservatives will fix the Liberal mess and get people back to work. God, I wish anything that his successor, that's the only thing that he's been successful for, Erin O'Toole would just tweet out or, lend some sort of support. But he says, no, I'm all about vaccines. Just continue. I don't have enough track marks. I just need to have more protection. They're safe and effective. But it's weird. It wasn't even that long ago. Okay, you don't even have to go back to 2019 when Justin Trudeau, that's a good color for him. When instead of being tight-lipped, he was tweeting out, which he does more than actually make substantive policy decisions. He's tweeting out #ThankATrucker. Weird. Convoy of truckers made their way from British Columbia to the nation's capital in response to vaccine mandates imposed by the Liberal government. A tweet with the Prime Minister shows just how quickly a group can go from being heroes to zeros, just like those goddamn unvaccinated healthcare workers. Thanks for being heroes. Your dances were so nice, but now you can dance the fuck out of the hospital because you don't have a job anymore. Thanks for your service, just not any longer. Tweet from Prime Minister Justin Trudeau dated March 31st, 2020 tells Canadians to thank a trucker for their essential work. Yeah, but they can go fuck off now, okay? And now, even if you just tangentially support this truckers convoy, and if you have any sort of governmental affiliation, you get investigated. Canadian cop under investigation over support for anti-vaccine mandate trucker convoy. This is where we're at in Canada. Many other countries around the world, I just seen the Netherlands drop all their restrictions. UK last week decided that, it's time to go back to normal. Or 2 weeks ago at this point, for fuck's sake. Many other countries are just deciding to fucking flick the lights back on and let's just fucking get this shit rolling. But not in Canada. We're trying to drag this out literally forever and hang on till the end of this one because don't worry, it gets a little bit more hair-raising from there. Police in Ontario's Durham region confirmed that they are investigating the conduct of a female officer who publicly expressed support for a trucker convoy protesting a Wuhan coronavirus vaccine mandate. God, I haven't seen it called that in a minute. Constable Erin Howard released a video this week to support the estimated hundreds of truckers who are part of the convoy headed to Canada's capital, Ottawa, Ontario. Christ, you could have been more clunky in your phrasing here. From across the country to protest vaccine mandates enacted for travel across the border from the United States to Canada. I want to give a shout out to all the truckers. I think what you guys are doing is incredible. You're fighting for our rights and freedoms, and right now it feels like we're in a little bit of a war with those. Rights and freedoms are at stake. Wow, very, very divisive, very, very evil. Said in a video posted on the social media platform Twitter on Monday. Oh, but she's in uniform, and that means that it's a statement for all police officers that are out there. Durham Region Police Services confirmed that it is investigating the actions of Constable Howard, stating, "We were made aware of the video today circulating on social media and one of our uniform members regarding the Freedom Rally." Yeah, see? But frankly, okay, I know this is a hypothetical scenario. Even if she wasn't in uniform, okay, she would have posted that video up there, okay? Based on the profile picture, that might be just a bad angle or something. A relatively attractive white woman posts a video like that. It probably would have circulated, probably would have just aggravated the right people. They would have dug back. They would have found out that she's a cop anyways, and she'd still be under investigation. Let's be fucking honest, okay? Howard is a member of the Police on Guard group, which is critical of vaccine mandates and lockdown restrictions, and has said it has joined a group, and said that she joined the group in May of last year. The group states, opposed to the emergency measures used by the government during the coronavirus pandemic. We believe that these measures are not only in conflict with the Charter Oath, but also place active duty police officers in the untenable position to be directed by politicians and senior management to enforce these emergency measures. Super fucking based take, but now she's probably going to end up losing her job because, oh yeah, you were wearing your uniform while you made a video. That's the sheer fucking state of Canada. What about fundraising efforts, okay, for these truckers that are out there that are facing vaccine mandates, jabs, or job policies? What's going to be happening to them? Well, okay, they've raised a substantial amount of money, over $5 million that through GoFundMe, which never use GoFundMe. Give, Send, Go, I think, is the alternative that's out there that's been wildly successful because they don't play games with politics. Their GoFundMe is withholding the $5 million raised by the truckers. Why? I don't know on this one, okay, because I know they have terms and service on GoFundMe where you can't use it for specifically political or criminal defense, anything like that. It's something like that. It has something to do with the justice system in some form or fashion, but I want to see their justification on this one. GoFundMe is withholding millions of dollars raised by trucker convoy protesting the coup of vaccine mandate due to a lack of transparency as to how the funds will be used, a spokesperson confirmed. That's nice. Isn't that nice? Freedom Convoy 2022, a huge group of truck drivers from across Canada left Vancouver. It's not in northern British Columbia on Sunday. Vancouver is nowhere near northern British Columbia, but whatever. On Sunday, where they began the long drive to the city of Ottawa. Yeah, you got to go through what? All of Alberta, all of Saskatchewan, all of Manitoba, and practically all of Ontario, but they're just racists. Once in Ottawa, truck drivers from every province will come together under a group called Canada Unity and form a large demonstration against the vaccine mandate on January 29th. So they're going to be there. Was that Sunday? Saturday? My mistake. Numbers are hard. Ahead of the demonstration, organizers of the convoy have raised over $5 million from more than 65,000 or 650. There's a lot of zeros there, and the comma's not in the right place. Donations, and have been inundated with thousands of messages of support from people across the globe. However, a spokesperson from GoFundMe has confirmed that the funds raised by the truckers are being temporarily held by the crowdfunding platform due to a lack of transparency as to how they will be used. We require that fundraisers be transparent about the flow of funds and have a clear plan for those funds and how they will be spent. In case we are in touch with the organizers to verify that information, then why did you let it take off like that? Why have you let that campaign go on for? We'll just try to find it here. Yeah, we got the campaign right here, Freedom Convoy 2022. And as of right now, and I'm sure it's going to be completely different by the time if you guys wanted to check any of the sources anyways, $5.6 million have been raised. I don't know if that's Canadian funny money, but regardless, it's a lot of fucking money. So it seems like they might have updated this. Money raised will be dispersed to our truckers to aid them with the cost of the journey. Funds will be spent to help cover the cost of fuel for the truckers, the foremost, and used to assist with food and other needs. And it's going to be distributed to the impacted truckers, obviously. And like I was trying to get to begin with, this has been around since January 14th. And then all of a sudden, now they're unclear as to how everything's going to be used. I'm sure that's definitely right there in the terms and services. And it's not just a liberal use of just trying to constrict a fundraiser. No, it couldn't possibly be the case. But yeah, we'll see if this ends up getting sorted out anyways, but never thought I'd see the day on this one, and this is how we're going to end the Canadian contingent of today's videos here today. But Quebec, okay, they were the first, and to my knowledge right now, the only province in the Confederation that is enforcing a tax on the unvaccinated. Well, it gets even worse from there. They're implementing ban on unvaccinated from going to Costco, Walmart, from any store that is, get this one, larger than 1,500 square feet. And it's, we're going to read some of this, but it doesn't fucking make any sense, okay? Remember, this is all supposed to be about keeping people safe and healthy. I just don't know, other than just being punitive and punishing, okay, wanting just complete and utter submission from citizens. And if this isn't a wake-up call to just, you know what, put getting the fuck out of Quebec at the top of your priority list, I don't know what will, because it's not just going to stop at these big stores, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, I said 1,500 square feet, 1,500 square meters, which still, okay, that's just an arbitrary rule. That was just like Biden's OSHA mandate. Oh, okay, cool. Any business, and I know it's since been rescinded, but still, the sentiment's there. Any business that has over 100 employees is going to be subject to this. Okay, so why is it 1,500 meters right now? Okay, only big box stores. So eventually, okay, it's just going to shrink down where you're only going to be allowed in your house, but then you're still going to have to pay a tax. It won't stop there until people start pushing back. And this right here, whoo, buddy, I don't really know what ground's going to be left on this one. Quebec implemented its ban on unvaccinated shoppers entering big box stores, including Walmart and Costco, on Wednesday. So today, the province made it so that stores larger than 1,500, I'm just assuming square meters, because 1,500 meters doesn't really make any sense, be banned from the unvaccinated. Those who wish to enter a Walmart or Costco or anything similarly large, it hasn't already been restricted as a non-essential store. So Walmart, Costco, to big enough superstore, whatever the equivalent Frogtopia is, I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure some Safeways are probably that size as well, Sobeys, Save on Foods. Those who wish to enter a Walmart or Costco to use their pharmacies, only use their pharmacies, okay, must be accompanied by an employee of the store. So again, this is supposed to keep people safe and healthy. So you need to have somebody accompany you and shuttle you from the pharmacy. So being in close proximity to one another. Okay, if we're supposed to be keeping people safe, and that's what this is purporting to do. You do that in a small store, or you have a go-between. If you're trying to stop transmission, if you're trying to stop the virus, which is retarded and impossible, I don't know why introducing a second party as a go-between instead of just, opening things up to people and then restricting the unvaccinated to smaller stores. It doesn't make any fucking sense at all whatsoever. Province did not put a ban on the unvaccinated from entering grocery stores yet. However, the Legault government has said that Walmart and Costco's were not primary grocery stores. Oh, really? Oh, they're not primarily grocery stores. Oh, okay, cool. What's the ratio of food to non-food products in a Costco? I'm sure everybody watching this video has been inside one at one point or another. Isn't it, by percentage, just divvying up the store? Like, I'm just thinking of the one that we have around here. Like, we got a bakery, a meat counter. Okay, you got all your fresh produce. You got your dairy. You got your coolers. And you got an entire strip all the way down to the pharmacy itself that is all simply food and condiments. And then you got, okay, the front of the store where you have your nuts and your treats and all that other stuff as well. I would say about the entire store, everything that's there on sale or for consumption, it's about 60% of the store. So I would say that that's primarily a grocery store. And I'm pretty sure that's what everybody considers Costco to be. Walmart, sure, you can make the distinction, and it wasn't that long ago. Speaking specifically about Canada, I don't know how long there's been supercenters or the grocery half of Walmart, but ours up here in Grand Prairie just got renovated within the past decade. I can't pinpoint it specifically, but it had a little food pantry for a minute, and then it got the addition and the renovation. It's still a fucking dump, but it got the added food sector, so it's really only about 25-30% food, but still, these are just arbitrary distinctions because, okay, no, they're the Walmart and the Costco, it is not primarily grocery store, so they can be banned. Oh, that's fine. Like it says here, yeah, according to Statistista, Costco and Walmart are among Canada's top 3 largest grocers. Yeah. And I'm sure Loblaws and its affiliates, okay, No Frills, Superstore, whatever that affiliate chain, okay. They also supply the groceries for the Shoppers Drug Mart as well. I'm sure that's probably the third, if not them, Sobeys, okay. So yeah, they're not primarily grocery stores, but then you're not checking the numbers. But then again, that's just obvious thanks to every policy that has been dropped lately from the Quebec government. They're completely fucking out of it, okay? And I don't know what the courts are doing. I don't know what the courts are inclined to do on that one, but that really just seems like a fucking failed state. They aren't looking at any of the numbers that are out there. They aren't looking at anything that's actually keeping people safe. It's all about punitive punishment for people who just don't want to give up what remains of their freedoms. It's fucking wild. Canada, man, I don't know. Thankfully, in Alberta, we don't have a tax on the unvaccinated right now, but I reserve the right to leave at a moment's notice once that eventually changes. If it does, I don't know. I'm inclined to believe that maybe we'll be staving off that one, but it's still quite likely. But let's shift gears once again, okay? We'll head back to the United States on this one because, oh my god, one of those fossilized policymakers just announced they're going to be running again in 2022, only to retire after a demolishing defeat at the end of the year. Well, we don't know for sure, but we'll see what happens there, especially with these new revelations that are coming out. With that said, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.